Hey guys, my name's Anna, and this anime reaction is Castlevania Season 2, Episode 1, War Council. And at the end of Season 1, as brief as it was, we got to finally meet Alucard, and he had that epic confrontation with Trevor Belmont. They went back and forth. Trevor, he held his own, but at the end, he was going to be no match for Alucard. But fortunately for everybody else, they all seem to be on the same side, on the same page, as Alucard deems them worthy to fight alongside them to take down his father, Dracula. I don't know how the three of them are going to be able to do it. Alucard is super powerful, but they have an army they still have to defeat. They have a whole bunch of other things they have to worry about. Like, I don't know, like the people trying to accept the fact that a vampire is going to help them kill another vampire, and then killing said vampire is going to be a very, very tough thing to do. So we're going to have to wait and see how this all goes in this season. But before we do, though, please check out all those links I have for you down in the description below. More specifically, Castlevania's link if you haven't already. It's a great way to check out all of those episodes. And unfortunately, I'm going to not be able to show you today's episode in full due to copyright. Plus, also be flipping the screen to further avoid those issues. But if you want to make sure you see this episode and my reaction to it in full, you can for just $5 a month. Just head over to patreon.com/DDreactor. Or if you want more of a direct link and want to pay less for this particular episode, you can check down in the description. You'll also find this week's reaction schedule. And lastly, a great and free way to support me is to go right below this video and click all those buttons down there. Because I also like to see future reactions that I do, but also helps my channel to grow. And without any further ado, let's go. Oh, I think we went back in time here.
When I breathe. Did I say that?
Yes, you did. Don't move. I'll be right back with some medicine.
Oh, wait, is that... I can't remember what she looks like. Is that Dracula's wife?
Husband is traveling abroad. He'll be home before winter's done. I'll be right back.
Oh, well, that is a pretty huge tip-off that it's Dracula, because she's trying to hide who he is and where he is. Alright, so it looks like I guessed right. Yes. Yep, woman of science. Woman of medicine.
Unlike the old wise woman we used to have. The powder turned out to be her dried foot skin.
My God.
Ew!
I'm amazed any of you are still alive.
Yeah, seriously.
Powders? My lord.
It's not magic. It's nothing but things we used to know that we forgot.
No, it's definitely magic. It's witchcraft. Burn the witch! Burn her to the ground! And right on cue with the people who want to burn her. Because she's a witch. Remember? Witch.
What? What do you need? Tell me. I'll gladly give it to you.
Silence.
No, we must make a mess of everything.
What are you doing here that you need to subject the good people of this land to such fearsome engines?
Yeah, because, you know, all sorts of witchcraft and magic stuff going on around here. Yep, yes, sir. Nothing else. Nope.
It's lost to history. I've studied times past and learned ways to serve our people more effectively. That's all.
That must mean you're a witch! Burn the witch!
Please, you don't know what you're doing.
I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm saving Wallachia from witches.
Yep. Scientists equal witches. Yep.
He's worse because he's real. Please! He's come so far. Don't make him do it.
And yep, he is. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to make him do it, and I'm not going to feel bad when he does. Well, certain people, anyway, not so much the innocents. I definitely feel bad for them. There it is, just like you wanted, all being burned down to the ground. For reasons. Do you just sense a disturbance in the force there, Dracula?
Stand up like a man.
They all vampires too?
Will now become our seat. We will scour them off the land.
And this is what they get for being stupid.
Who are not driven by thirst. The only two who are bound by loyalty and intellect.
Those are two pretty good people to have.
Perhaps he wants to meet with his own kind.
Godbrand, you've never met anything you didn't immediately kill, fuck, or make a boat out of.
Oh, goddamn!
Your faith in us. But to serve you correctly, we have to ask.
Why us?
Didn't you just say that?
It's the privilege of our condition, I suppose. You can't hate livestock. They are simply...
You hate your species. You hate humans.
Yeah, that's a pretty wild thing to say back then. I was trying to see, because they were lingering on his face a little bit. I don't know if that is just regret for what he's going to do, or maybe it's something else. I don't know if he buys if they'll actually follow him or not.
Are you burning something out there?
Alright, so past issues with family. Okay, so that's what drove him to this madness.
To me anymore, Isaac. Only the death. Only the death matters now.
Yeah, that's the only way he'll feel better. Alright, so it looks like we're back in present times. Where are our friends? Oh, those were the speakers leaving and she's staying behind to fight. Alright, good stuff.
You're worried about yourself, Cypher. You've always been with your family. You've never traveled alone.
Never.
Don't worry, you're in pretty good company. Pretty strong, protective company. So you should be fine.
I'm sorry, but we have a thing to do now. All I can do is try and make sure it doesn't get you killed.
And technically, you know, you're talking to somebody, so you're not truly alone here. And wherever Alucard is, I'm sure he's with you as well.
Rude.
I've been called worse.
Oh, I'm just getting started.
Alright, looks like their relationship hasn't changed much.
Did you know that? She hated the idea that I might define myself by you. Even in opposition to you.
Yeah, that's funny. He truly is the opposite in every way, including his name, apparently.
Choosing to be Alucard of Wallachia. The name of my mother's people. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's a hell of a thing to live with.
What are you doing?
Oh, little puppy, he can't be that bad.
Dead.
Oh,
Well,
an
you don't
undead
understand
puppy.
it. Want, Godbrand.
I actually came to apologize for my outburst in the war hall.
Oh, did you
Excellent
now?
apology.
Undirected, as if we were lashing out at humanity without any real plan beyond wild destruction.
Oh, don't worry. Dracula definitely has a plan, and sure, it does include destruction, but I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing.
Yes, the Night Hordes took as many of their victims as they could for the Forges.
Oh,
This'll do.
God!
Either there's no more mistreated dead pets to add to your collection.
Hey, don't you kick the zombie
You'll
puppy!
excuse me, Godbrand. I have work to do.
Oh, just teleported the castle someplace else. And accidentally killed some animals in the meantime. Great, love seeing that. That's pretty neat that he can move his castle, his home places, with just by teleporting. I would love to be able to do that, just teleport somewhere and not have to drive there, not deal with drivers. That would be lovely. But either way here, we got to see a bit more of what Dracula's going through, his motivation, a reminder of what happened to his wife, and the ignorance of the church, and still not feeling bad about some of the people dying, because some of them were just awful, awful human beings, but others were certainly innocent. That's not gonna stop Dracula, though, and his army in destroying all humans. What's even more surprising is that they're actual humans who want to see everybody else die. one had a pretty traumatic childhood, I guess. Developed. I'm assuming the first person who was talking was his father. Yeah, I'm gonna go with or some sort of fatherly figure, and then you have the mother who was talking. So clearly there were some parental issues there, and a lot of distrust that we didn't really see it, but you can sort of assume that's where his motivation comes from, and I'm sure the other guy has similar experiences as well, and of course, his one of the Viking undead Vikings or Viking demons or whatever the case may be. Again, he sounds very familiar. I feel like I've heard him in other horror games, maybe different films. I'm trying to remember where exactly I heard him from. I think he was a voice actor in Until Dawn. Yeah, he was the therapist in that, I think. I can't... He's one of those guys who I see him and I hear him and I can't think of his name. I'm like, oh, it's that guy. He's one of those guys for me, but he's such a talented voice actor, such a talented individual, and I'm very curious to see how those characters sort of play into things. As we saw, like a little bit at the beginning, a little bit of resentment towards the fact that humans were leading them, but maybe, just maybe, now they're under control. I'm not sure how long that's going to be a thing, because Vikings historically haven't exactly been the most trustworthy of individuals, though as fascinating as I find them, certainly they are not very trustworthy, but maybe in this case they'll prove me wrong. We'll have to wait and see. And with that being said, comment down below, let me know what did you think about this episode. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Check all those links I have for you down in the description below. Then lastly and most importantly, want to give a huge shout out to all my $5 and up supporters on Patreon. Luchador, Cruising, Wolverine 310, Multi-Disturb 666, Kevster Cronage, Joshi, Chris Curtis, Ann Perry, Voskophony, Misa, Misa2, Jenny the Swifty, Flea Street Vicomp, Songbird 177, Sophie the Sunset Girl, Inca Linguist, MB Cardall, and Harmony. And if you too like to have a shout out at the end of each and every one of my videos, please head on over to patreon.com/DDenReactor for more. And I'll see you guys next time.